Our time in Madeira was ending. Today was our last full day and we tried to make the most of it. In the morning, we stopped at one of Funchal's best pastry and bakery, A Confeitaria, nas.madalenas, patisserie shop, to have a hearty breakfast of toasted ham and cheese. We also ordered this cake for later in the day. Our first stop was in the small city of Santana in the northeast. We went there to check out the traditional A-frame houses made with thatch roofs. A few centuries ago, the area was and still is primarily agricultural. After the wheat was processed, people would take the straw and use that to thatch the roofs of their houses. Building materials like wood were used for the house structure. At the center of town by City Hall, there are a few of these houses open for visitors, selling local food and craft products. They're now being used for tourism to showcase the region's agricultural products, as well as its small-scale production of goods, such as the use of old traditional wooden weaving machines to make linen cloths. We walked around the center of town, checking out the sights and looking for other examples of the traditional style of A-frame houses. Note how the Bank of Santander building applied the influence of this tradition to its modern version. But over time, as the region had easier access to stone, mortar, and other types of building materials, the A-frame thatch style gave way to the more familiar style of stucco and clay roof tiles. We then drove around and further out in the countryside looking for more traditional houses that may be used as dwellings. Our next stop was Prainha do Caniçal, a beach located in the municipality of Machico. It's a rare black sandy beach on an island that is primarily known for its pebbly beaches. The area is defined by the jagged, rocky, and arid landscape surrounding it. Clouds have moved in, obscuring the sun somewhat. It didn't feel like a nice beach day, but that hasn't stopped a fair number of individuals to enjoy the waters. We've just arrived at Machico. Why did we decide to go and visit Machico?
seaside town.
Nice to visit some of these towns that are outside of Funchal, at least smaller than Funchal.
We're in Machico. We just stopped over here to have a little snack. Brisa, maracuja, which is a passion fruit soft drink. And we're having what's called bol de arroz, which is basically a rice flour cake, but it does have some wheat flour in it as well. As you can see, I could not hold back. I had to take a bite out of it. It usually comes rolled like this. You can get them anywhere. And you can also get this in Portugal, in continental Portugal. But it's a traditional cake over here in Madeira as well.
We're sitting here by the port of Machico. There's a marina over there. And over there is a beach. But there's something about that beach. What is it?
This beach is a man-made beach. The sand is imported. It's actually not from Madeira. Maybe from Porto Santo, I don't know where it comes from, but it may be from Porto Santo because it's close by. Because Madeira Island itself doesn't really have much of any sand. And they created this beach. It's pretty well protected so the sand does not wash away. We're going to go and try it, but the weather is not really favorable. There are some people out there in the water, and the water may be pretty good for all I know. But I don't know, it's just not inviting because there's no sun out there.
The beachhead of Machico has the historical significance of being the first place where the Portuguese explorers disembarked on July 2, 1419, over 600 years ago. The clouds have started to dissipate while we made our way to the southern coast towards Funchal, but our plan was to head to the coastal road ER101 beyond Ponta do Sol in search of Cascata dos Anjos, the Angel's Waterfall. We're back at this old tunnel over by Madalena because right now we are looking for the
Angel Waterfall.
Yes.
Cascata dos Anjos. It's up ahead over here somewhere.
It's still ahead, yes. It's not up here.
So I thought they ain't going further this way.
It's a waterfall that cascades down a sheer rock face onto road ER101 and into the sea. It's become famous for its Instagram-worthy reputation. Visitors flock there to have their pictures taken or to take their rental cars and drive through the falls. I guess saying I drove through a waterfall is a conversation starter. Admittedly, we did the same thing ourselves.
I was going to go up, so I'm not going to go up this way. I was going to
No, but yes.
Stay on this road.
Just stay on this road. Wow. And there's the clear blue Atlantic Ocean to our right here.
Being illuminated by that bright, bright sun.
Make a sharp left turn now and then your destination is ahead.
No sharp lefts. The local. So we're going to walk right underneath it. It's outside, huh? It's a little bit wet.
So slow down.
We got our car wash.
Please proceed to the highlighted route and then the route guidance will start.
Look how close we are here over the edge of the cliff. But there's enough land here that someone can have a grove of banana trees.
Probably the worst road we've been on in Madeira.
Towards the end of the day, we drove towards an old bridge connected to the road. We stopped here to check out the spectacular view. Further towards the end of this stone path, a view of the Ponta do Sol pebbly beach can be seen in the distance. The sun setting over the Atlantic Ocean was a sight to marvel. Join us for the next episode as we spent our last night and final day in Madeira by doing an evening stroll in Funchal, going up to the Fortaleza do São João Baptista do Pico for one last view of Funchal, and saying goodbye to Madeira as we boarded our flight back to Canada. If you haven't subscribed yet, please tap the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of the next episode. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.